it was for
Compiling shaders.
For her sake, not mine. One of my last memories of my mother was her reading a book while I sat in the bath. And I guess I didn't like how I fell to my wife's arms at that moment, but she just kept talking to me in that soothing voice. And somewhere along the lines, I let go of conscious thought and focused on the sensation of the warm water rolling down my scalp.
You can let go.
She said, wiping some water from my face. And when I looked up at her, I realized that I was shaking and my heart was pounding. All of a sudden, it all just came out. All the tension, all the anxiety, the constant state of near panic that I suppressed for my entire life. You're meant to say this kind of stuff feels cathartic, but I hated it. It made me feel physically sick, even a little ashamed.
Ben.
She held me in her arms while I sobbed baby in the tub. And when it was finally over, all I could think was,
thank God I can breathe again.
I let her dry me as I stood dripping wet on the tiles. Then I let her dress me in the cool, dry pajamas she laid out, ready. The silky fabric raising goosebumps on my skin. By the time I curled up into bed, her arms cradled my head like it was a precious jewel. I was exhausted, like I just gone for a quick 30-mile run. Last thing I remember was the theme tune to Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and the flood of nostalgia combined with the feel of fresh bed linen put me to sleep hard and fast. Several of you in the audience would immediately fall for this, by the way.
I kind of like actually how therapeutic his version is.
Her presentation is like he wants it, so she kind of like allows it, but his is like I have to release this, like, you know, it feels.
Well, his is so weird because it's like she kind of just randomly does this and he's like, oh, okay, but he already has some like deep-seated, like deep-rooted problems, you know what I mean? So then in a weird way he feels stupid about it, but it actually ends up letting him be able to like let down his guard and actually like let out some of these emotions that he probably has just kept in for so long. Yeah, just kind of an interesting the mirroring of the story is, it's very interesting.
Normally I don't like sequels, especially to stories like these, because I'm always like, okay, you did, the first one was fine, you don't have to like tack on or whatever, right? But this one, so far, this one is adding interesting context or an interesting way to look at the first story, right?
Yeah, it's still pretty early in this
It's
story
still pretty
before
early.
I want to get
Still pretty early for sure.
Yeah.
But okay, so let me ask you this, Hunter. You and Allison are at the house, right? And Allison is like, hey babe, I made you a lunch today, right? Nothing weird about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to eat your lunch, and you open it up, and she made you like, there's like an apple juice in there, and there's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, right?
Right.
Would you have any level in your mind of like, well, that's a little strange?
No, I wouldn't say so.
I don't think I would either. I don't think I would either. Think it'd be like, oh, that's
me and my wife, knowing me and my wife, I know that we would be like, I definitely would make probably a comment on like, oh, I feel like I'm in first grade again. Yeah. We'd probably laugh about it. But I wouldn't, it's not like I'd be like, what the fuck, weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's like a level of plausibility there, right?
The pajama thing and the bathing, I would not do that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we have like one end established is like, that's fine. And then another end of definitely not, right? Setting up in the tub while she washes your head. My question is, where on the spectrum do you like say something, or do you realize something's weird?
Well, the thing here, I think it's important to realize, is that he is telling us, oh, I feel so weird doing this. I secretly think that he really wanted this, or he like in a way I think that it is beneficial to him.
Yeah.
Where you can feel like that cringe of like, oh God, what am I doing? But it's one of those things where once you start doing it, I think he's gonna be like, I really enjoyed it. You know, I think he's, and I bet you, I'm wondering if he gets bought in a bit more. Like if he's like, I don't know, it feels weird. I think just more little things keep happening until it gets too far. I don't know. I'm curious to
Kind
see.
of falls into it a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cutoff would be, because I'd be the same way if Kayla like made me a lunch and it was like stuff I wouldn't think anything of it. I think the line is when she started doing stuff for me, you know?
Well, how do so?
Like okay, so like making me food, wouldn't think a thing of it. Trying to feed me food, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going a little too far with it.
I would immediately say something if my wife
Into
said, "Growing boys need to have
the
that."
Appalachian
Like,
region.
growing boys need to have this. I would say, "What the fuck are you talking
What if it was said
about?"
in like a sarcastic tone though? What if she's like, "Oh, here you
Well,
go,
it's
growing
different,
boys
but,
need to eat."
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. I'm saying I think that she is the way that
Bench.
the wife is acting in this.
Table.
I imagine that she is saying
Very
it
sincere.
earnestly.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
probably.
Yes.
Probably. I can't think of a scenario where like running me a bath, I would be like, unless it was like romantic, like, oh, I've made the bath or whatever. I can't think of a scenario where that would fly.
Shit, dude.
Hello?
The only time a bath, only bath situation is that door better be cracked and them titties better be covered in suds, dude. That's all I'm saying. And I better be the one to, you know what I mean? Ain't no way I'm gonna be like draw a bath and be like, wash my hair. You kidding me? My apish body, look like the goddamn Jungle Book rolling around that bathtub. Ain't no way, dude. I'm gonna have that.
Okay, well,
Unbelievable.
normally when your wife draws a bath, it's not to actually use the bath. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's the only scenario where it doesn't become strange, because otherwise it's like, oh, I made you a bath so you could clean up. It's like, what are you talking about?
I'd be like,
Groping
I would probably,
around
I'd be
my
the same thing.
skull.
Do I smell like
Quote
shit?
of
The amount of
the
times I've said that
day.
to my wife is unbelievable. But I'm like, oh, do I smell bad or something? Because she'll say
Hello?
some comment or whatever, and it's always like, oh no, I meant it this
Hello?
way. But
Who are you?
I could say, if someone drew me a bath like that, or you know, I feel like I would definitely be like, oh, do I smell like shit? I must smell like shit.
In
I'll
my
take a bath.
Maria
I don't like baths though in
John.
general, so I wouldn't fuck with the bath.
You know, actually, you know what I think would be the cutoff? Like, I was trying to think on, like, the spectrum of, like, where you get off.
Who are you?
If she started dressing me, right? If she was,
Oh,
like,
God,
not
I couldn't do it.
physically is way
Kind of
too far.
lost.
But I'm saying if, like, she has outfits laid out. Like, here's what you're wearing today.
Oh,
Am I going the
if
right
physical
way?
dressing's too
Yeah.
far. I think that is right on the line where I'd be like,
Can't hear shit.
It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Breach. What?
I think you should stay away.
Fuck you.
This,
I'm looking for my wife.
this town, there's something
There's something wrong with you.
wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
It's just the fog.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
But
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just,
I'm looking for my wife.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
What a badass.
But why?
I'm looking
Looking for
for someone very important to me.
Wow.
I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her.
Huh? Hello?
I thought
What?
my father and brother
Huh?
were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find it.
Yeah.
Mr. Nasty Time. What? Crank that volume.
okay.
Oh my God, I'm a grown man. I can put
Exactly.
on pants, dude.
And she'll do
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like, oh, you should wear a different color shirt or stuff. Like, that's normal wife stuff. But if it's like she has it laid out on the bed, that's when I think that would be the breaking point where I'd say something,
I
right?
don't even like that, dude. I don't even like that. Don't fucking put my clothes on my dude. I can dress myself. You dress yourself, I'll dress myself. We're all right.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that would be like, that is like the lowest level of something that I would be like, no.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything
No, I agree.
lighter than that, I could probably, like the making me lunch and it's like kids food and stuff, I'd probably like, I wouldn't think anything of it. Yeah. Unless
Yeah,
it
for
was
one
like,
meal, dude.
unless it was like peanut butter and jelly every day for like several weeks, then I might be like, all right, what's going on here?
I honestly, to be fair, I probably wouldn't fight that very hard.
I do like peanut butter and jelly quite
Yeah.
a bit. I think
I'm saying if she sat there and she made me a peanut butter jelly and like apple slices, I don't think you'd hear my ass complain every day.
I can't
I'd be
think
like,
of a
"Come on now."
scenario where my wife makes me food and I'm mad about it, you know?
Yeah.
The next day at work, I felt dirty, and I didn't much enjoy the thought of going home. I knew what was waiting for me, and sure enough, she was there with SpongeBob pajamas, brand new, in one hand and a plate of food in another. Now, me and you, we're respectable men of character who would step off from this. I guarantee you at least 40% of the men in our audience would kill for this.
Oh my god, in a heartbeat. In a
The second,
heartbeat,
a
dude.
woman who
Yeah.
acts like their mommy and gives them pajamas to watch TVs and makes
Yeah,
them food.
I don't know, dude. That shit grosses me out.
Well, yeah. Women, yes, I think that's the correct answer. That treating your wife like your mother is gross. And also like
All I'm saying is, dude, some dudes like that.
Uh-oh.
you're like brave takes only on this podcast. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird. A little
I'm a
bit.
truther.
Little
What
bit
can I say?
peculiar. Can't hold me back.
Yeah.
This is what the woke media doesn't want you to know. It's kind of strange. At first, I told her I wasn't up for it that night, but she just told me to stop being silly and to sit down to eat. And well, the food did look good. And stupid as this is, I told myself it was me doing her a favor, you know? Like if I just agreed to have her do all this stuff for me, it would be okay. So long as I agreed begrudgingly. So I ate the food and wore the clothes, and I tried not to cringe when she called me her baby boy. Several of you would fold. As much as I hated it, she was being really nice to me. I just wanted her to like me. She hadn't liked me in so long.
Oh.
And this whole messed up business meant she was being genuinely affectionate to me. For years, she'd always kind of looked at me like I was a dick.
Okay, no ray tracing.
I don't know where, but somewhere
Alright.
along the line, I stopped being her husband and just became a husband. Just another emotionally stunted guy with a receding hairline. I could have been more attentive. I know that.
All right.
Nobody told me how
I
exhausting
am
mediocrity is.
Rage
And by the
quitting
time I
this
got
shit.
through barely surviving work each day, I'd find very little energy left to give to her. I felt lonely all the time, and something about being in her arms made me feel a little less alone. I secretly hoped that this role play was about dismantling the walls we'd both put up. It wasn't on my terms.